companies out there, the ads you see on Facebook, the attorneys, the claims agents, they're really going to focus in on disability, right? That's really the cream of the crop. The only people, to my knowledge, that have training, actual training, that have to pass the test for these benefits and many, many more benefits outside of these four are your VSOs, right? Your VSOs with VBMS access, the ones that had to test to be accredited through the organization or county or state by the VA. Those accredited reps are really going to be your one-stop shop for everything, to include these niche benefits like a car grant, right? Not every veteran's going to have access to a car grant. Not a big deal. But if you are, right, you don't want to leave 25 grand on the table. Yeah. Moving on to home improvements and structural alterations, which again, a very, very niche benefit, but it is absolutely crucial, especially if this applies to you. So I like to think things Barney style, right? If I have a bathroom that has a tub and it has a door, closing the bathroom from the rest of the restroom, and I have my toilet there and my sink, this benefit, let's say I was in a wheelchair, I could use this grant to alter that bathroom, right? So instead of the tub, it would be a roll in, roll out shower, maybe some bars, like something you'd see in a hospital, right? I just got out of the hospital with baby number 4. That shower was roll in, roll out. They had a bunch of, things on the walls for women after they give birth or C-sections to kind of prop themselves up. Same exact thing. And the toilet would have, handles on the sides to lift yourself up if your legs didn't work, whatever that looks like. So whenever we say HISA or the home improvement structural alterations, that's essentially what we're talking about. The bathroom is one example. There are many. But if that applies to you, you can absolutely take advantage of this. And this benefit, you want to talk about saving money. If you're able to tap into this, you will save thousands, okay? And countless, who knows? Because you'd probably have to get a loan for that in the first place. So this benefit can absolutely come in clutch. Jason, that's all I'll say on that. Go ahead and take it away.
Absolutely. So when it comes to home improvement type stuff, okay, there's really 3 kind of silos. This is the smallest one, okay? So just to kind of put it in perspective, we're going to go from small to large, and this is the small one, HISA, HISA, the home improvement structural alterations. It's funny. I actually pulled up the kind of like a little, I guess, cheat sheet here on it. And it's funny because it says here, what HISA will not pay for. And I love that because, we tend to get excited and go, okay, what can I do with this extra money? Well, here's some things that it won't take care of. And this is not an exhaustive list. This is just some examples of what it won't pay for. Walkways to exterior buildings. So maybe you have, another building on your property and you want to have a nice walkway to get there. Right? But that's not your living quarters. It's not your primary abode. So they're not going to do a walkway to that exterior building for you. Spa, hot tub, jacuzzi. Although, I almost think that they should. I'm just saying it could be therapeutic, but they won't do those. Exterior decking, that would be nice, but that's more of a luxury. And new construction. So, and here's the thing, it's $6,800. $6,800 is the maximum amount for HISA. And it does say that it's a lifetime, that's all you can get in your lifetime for this. Now, I will throw out there that there are a lot of older homes in the United States, right? Not every house is built in, 2020. There's some older homes with some very narrow passageways and crampy bathrooms and all that type of stuff, where maybe you don't need to do a lot of work, but you need to do a little bit in order to make it a little more accessible. And so this could be something that could help with that. Again, it is a lifetime maximum amount of $6,800. It does say, and I'm going to read these 5 bullet points here. It says this benefit provides medically necessary improvements and structural alterations to veterans / service members. So back to Clay's thing on, it's not just veterans, it can also be service members, primary residents for the purposes of, and then it has 5 bullet points, allowing entrance to or exit from the primary residence. So to enter and leave. Use of essential lavatory and sanitary facilities. It's funny that they, whatever, your bathroom, right?
Yeah.
So I'm surprised they should have just used head. You know,
Yeah.
use of essential head.
Latrine.
Anyway, yeah. So, and then it did mention the roll-in showers, like Clay was talking about, allowing accessibility to kitchen or bathroom sinks or counters, lowering counters and sinks. So if you go from a standing ability to, okay, now I'm stuck in a wheelchair, you know, unless you have one of those big fancy, you know, lift you up wheelchairs, you're going to be much lower than you used to be, and counters will all of a sudden become a huge hurdle. They will cut the top of your cabinets and drop your counter down and make that accessible for you. That is huge. Talk about a life-altering situation, right? Improving entrance paths or driveways in immediate area of the home. So when you think about like handicap parking in some areas, if you're living kind of a hilly area and you go to some store there, they may have parking that's at a slant, except for the handicapped ones, they level down. Okay, so they'll create that type of a parking situation for you where you have some level ground to be able to maneuver. Because again, you know, if you're packing in and packing out your wheelchair, your collapsible foldable wheelchair, and you sit it down and it rolls down the hill, that sucks,
That's a
right?
problem.
So that becomes a problem real fast. So last one here, improving plumbing or electrical systems made necessary due to installation of the home for medical equipment. So that just gives you some of the ideas. This is a great program, and I will be frank that this is often not even thought of
Yeah.
by folks, because you typically go to the biggest, baddest benefit and go, well, I don't qualify for that. And then you think that that's just all encompassing, and it's not. Again, there's silos with different requirements. So anything else from you, Clay, on this?
It goes, there's two things actually. So a lot of veterans, especially veterans that are at the severity to kind of tap in these benefits, because let's be real, if you're taking advantage of these benefits, something's going on, right? And it's a sad situation, and it sucks, just to be blunt about it. But you know that you might be hesitant to take advantage of this benefit because of pride or whatever reason. And what I would say to those is don't do it for yourself. But if you have a spouse or your children, right, they also have to deal with our disabilities as well. And so it's a toll on them too. So if these benefits will kind of alleviate that, it's not going to take it away altogether, but it would make your life and their life easier. So I would always, you know, keep your family, keep your loved ones first. If you don't want this benefit for yourself, do it for them. Second thing is, it goes back to what Jason and I preach all the time, which is be properly rated. Everyone sees 100% P&T, and I get it. That's a great benefit. There's great state benefits. There's obviously a monetary value to that as well. But even if that's 30% or it's 100% and you have extra stuff, okay, it's being properly rated instead of just what you needed to get to 100%, would potentially allow you to tap in these benefits. Maybe not now, but I'm 31. In 30 years, I'll be 61 if my math is right. Okay, when I'm 61, that might, you know, my disabilities might look a little different. That would allow me to tap into these. So it doesn't matter where you're at on your disability journey. The goal is to be properly rated. Period. Point blank.